Members of the committee, please introduce themselves. Commissioner Shaw, would you start, please?
Yes, good morning, Commissioner Mark Shaw.
Good morning, Sonia Fisher, Clackamas County Commission.
Chair Tootie Smith.
Commissioner Martha Schrader.
Commissioner Paul Savas.
Over here, please.
Brent Emberlin.
Ronald Baum.
Is there anybody online?
Yes, there is. There's a Kevin Bailey online.
Street lighting.
Hello, Kevin Bailey.
Kevin Bailey.
Welcome. I will now open the floor for nominations for chair.
Thank you. I will nominate Brent Everlin for chair of the 2022-2023 Clackamas County Service District Number 5 Budget Committee.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
The motion has been made to nominate Chair Brent Amberlin, and it has been seconded. Hearing no other nominations, the nominations are closed. Would the clerk please call the poll?
Commissioner Fisher.
Aye.
Mr. Imami. Thank you. Commissioner Savas.
Aye.
Mr. Castro.
Aye.
Commissioner Shaw.
Aye.
Mr. Baum.
Aye.
Commissioner Schrader.
Aye.
Mr. Bailey.
Aye.
Chair Smith.
Aye. Motion passes 8-0.
No, I missed one person. Mr. Emberlin.
Oh,
Aye.
Thank you.
I beg your pardon, sir. I thought we were done. Motion passes.
Oh, I think she called my name, sorry.
Okay. Are we done?
Yes.
All right, a motion passes 9-0. Mr. Emberlin, I will now turn the meeting over to you.
I will now call for nominations for secretary.
Good morning. I, Ronald Baum, nominates Jeanette De Castro for secretary for the 2022-2023 Clackamas County Service District Number 5 Budget Committee.
I second.
Yeah, what? So, Mr.
Are there any more nominations? Hearing none, I will close the nominations for secretary. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. And Jeanette De Castro is elected secretary of the CCSD Number 5 Budget Committee. I will now ask Wendy Coriel, Service District Specialist of Service District Number 5, to present the 2022-2023 budget.
Good morning. Hopefully this is on, right? Okay. Good morning, Commissioners and Budget Committee members. I'm Wendy Coriel, representing Clackamas County Service District Number 5. It's a district responsible for street lighting in both the unincorporated area of Clackamas County and also for the city of Happy Valley. Presentation, please.
Give me 1 second. 1 second. One more second. It's not letting me. 1 second. Apologize. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, so first I'm going to start with the accomplishments for the district. This year, 334 acorn and 67 other fixtures were converted from the high-pressure sodium to the light-emitting diode, which is a more energy-efficient light. And then the district performed oversight on approximately 33 development projects, and approximately 59 lights were installed in fiscal year 21-22. It's not switching. Should be on slide 3. So measuring for results. So the district contracts with PGE for the installation and maintenance of street lighting. We work collaboratively with PGE for timely repairs and replacements. This year, 90% of the repairs were completed within 5 business days, and we increased our target to 90% for 22-23. 98% of streetlights were operational during random surveys. And on average, streetlights were malfunctioning approximately 6 days before the repair was completed. So the 22 and 23 target was increased to 6 days. And then lastly, 136 repairs were done. The 22-23 target was increased to 100 because we are now reporting on repairs by both Clackamas County and PGE. I don't know if I need to switch this. There we go. Okay, now it's on. Okay, so summary. So the total district budget is $5,467,162. This includes the reserve and contingency, and the district does not receive any general fund support. These next 2 slides are the revenue and expenses, and we have a couple pie charts there that show each. And the district revenues are paid by ratepayers, and the cost for the streetlights are passed on to those property owners that are served by the district. Our assessments go out in the property tax statements that the county sends out in November. There are 4 primary expenditure categories. No expenses can be paid out of contingency, which makes up 9% of the budget. Supplemental would be needed if we did go into the contingency, and it would not be approved unless it was an unforeseen or unplanned issue that came up. And 85% of the budget is materials and services, or 85% of the material services for the budget are electricity costs. And this category also includes $150,000 in direct payments that go to PGE for the installation and operation for the street lighting. Reserve is 39% of the total budget. And just as a reminder, each year we program a carryover, which is used to fund the electricity costs from July until November. And this bridges the gap while we're collecting revenues. And special payments are a new category this year in the district, and it makes up 9% of the budget. This is programmed to reimburse other agencies for potential safety improvement projects and or light emitting diode installations as part of that capital project. Just to kind of go over the different revenues is made up of assessments and interest, and also carryover from the ending fund balance from 21 and 22. And then the expenses are made up of materials and services, special payments, reserve, and contingency. And together they make up that total budget number of $5,467,162. Okay, so the summary. The proposed budget remains consistent, and we don't have much of an increase or decrease. It's about 1.72% from fiscal year 21-22. It's less than a $100,000 increase. Okay, significant issues for the district. In 21 and 22, the district decreased rates by 5% in all 12 rate categories. The proposed budget before you is to do a reduction of 0.5% for fiscal year 22 and 23. Between fiscal year 22-23 and 25-26, the district has programmed 1.9% of investments on capital projects. The proposed budget includes $650,000 for contributions on capital projects that will help improve safety on road sections and improve lighting on roads that may help deter crime in those areas. Another thing to point out is the conversions that we have planned for the next year to light emitting diode. There are 551 lights still left to be converted, and we expect 512 to be converted in 22 and 23. I guess I missed that slide, sorry about that. So with that, that ends my presentation, and unless anybody has any questions, I'm willing to answer anything that you have.
I will now open the hearing for public comment.
Tony, are there anybody registered to speak?
There is no one registered to speak online at this moment. If you would like to testify, please use the raise hand feature. Mr. Chair, I have no hands raised.
So I have some questions. I don't know if now's the time under the public hearing
We were
part or
looking for
afterwards.
anybody on Zoom to testify. If they're not, then no. And then, since there's no one available to testify on Zoom or in person, yes, seeing that there are no additional parties wishing to come in, I will now close the hearing portion. I will now open the discussion, the hearing portion, to any questions from the committee. Sorry.
Yes,
Commissioner
so
Salas.
a couple things. I just want to just kind of let everyone know, for those that are watching and those present, that, and our administrator, Gary Schmidt, is aware of this, and my colleagues are as well on the commission, that there is some autonomy that districts need to have, and as we're giving some of these districts more autonomy, it would be logical to have at least an annual meeting for the board of the lighting district, in this case, to meet and discuss about what we're doing and what we could be doing or should be doing and so forth, to get an idea of what, and we don't do that. The only time we really meet is here and in June for the final budget on this particular district, for example. So on page 9 is a map of the district in the back, towards the back, and it's got the colored in area. So my question is the objective of the district to light the areas that are not lit today, even though they are within the district and paying, I presume, a lighting district fee? Or if you are in an unlit area, are you not paying or paying?
Those are good questions. So yes, so the areas that are currently lit by the district should coincide with who's paying in the district. So if there's frontage or a property that has been absorbed into the district through development or a capital project or through our petition process, then they would become a ratepayer. Those that do not get served by lighting should not be paying into the district. We are, however, looking at capital projects over the next year or so to hopefully benefit some of those areas and add safety improvements. And then eventually, hopefully, we collect through the 3 ways that properties get absorbed into the district, which is the capital, petitions, or through development.
Okay. So on page 1, when it says agency mission purpose, I guess the district, right? It's a district purpose, right? I'm not sure what agency means, but anyhow. The purpose of the street lighting program is to provide light installation, construction, maintenance, and operation services to the public so they can travel safely. Installation of street lighting can be an effective way of increasing safety as it increases visibility to the traveling public and can be a deterrent against crime. So do we do anything proactively to expand lighting to the remainder of the district that's not lit?
Not currently, not necessarily, yeah. It's through those 3 avenues.
So it'd be really hard to accomplish the mission then, as read.
Well, if you have to install through those other avenues, then we achieve the goal. And through our capital projects that we have coming up, we would achieve that goal.
Okay. Thank you. I just want to just kind of shed some light, no pun intended, or some pun intended. I want to shed some light that maybe, we have a more proactive stance on the mission of the district. Thank you.
Absolutely, we'll look at that.
Thank you, Commissioner Savas, for your attempted humor. That's always nice.
Yep.
Sure.
Chair, I'll turn it back to you.
Commissioner Clark?
Yes, thank you. Last year, you had a rate reduction to your customers, which was a great thing to see the cost of government coming down. You mentioned you have quite a few new lights you have to put in. The cost of construction and everything we see is going up. Do you project a cost increase in 2022, 23 over this last year? And is that worked into your budget here?
Yes, there are 5-year forecasts that we utilize for determining what the rates will be set for the next year, or the proposed rates. We do utilize kind of a structure that incorporates what PG's expectation is for increases. So they do factor in the methodology and let us know about January what the anticipated rate increases will be for the district based on what their methodology looks like. And we did factor in, they said that they were expecting a 0.5% increase. However, we feel like we can offset that with our LED installations, because historically over the last, we haven't had an increase since, I think, 15, 16. So
So the rate to the customer stays the same in next fiscal year?
Correct.
Okay,
We
excellent.
just made modest decreases over the years, just because we didn't know exactly what those LED installations would look like, but they have proven to save the district money, so that's been a good thing.
Yeah, okay, excellent, thank you.
Hearing no further questions, I would seek a motion to approve the budget.
So moved.
Second?
Actually, I'm sorry, you need to read it per the script so you have the dollar amount, please.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I move that the committee approve the 2022-2023 budget for Clackamas County Service District Number 5 in the amount of $5,467,162, and recommend that the revised rate schedule be adopted as presented.
Seconded.
A motion has been made to approve the 2022-23 budget for Clackamas County Service District Number 5, the amount of $5,467,162 as presented, and that the revised rate and schedule be adopted, and the motion has been seconded. I will now call for a vote. All those in favor of approving the
We'll
2020...
do a roll call, please, Chair. Roll call. The clerk will call the roll.
Okay, sorry.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Commissioner Savas?
Aye.
Mr. Castro?
Aye.
Commissioner Scholl?
Aye.
Mr. Bone?
Aye.
Commissioner Schrader?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey?
Aye.
Chair Smith?
Aye.
Chair Emberlin?
Aye. The motion is approved, and the budget is hereby approved. Is there any other business to discuss?
May I ask a follow-up question to Commissioner Savas's question? Is there an existing map that shows street lighting within our district that would not be covered by other jurisdictions, such as ODOT?
Yeah, we do have a larger map that if we tried to put it in there, you wouldn't be able to tell. But we do have a lighting map that shows where all the lights are currently in the district with all the county roads and City of Happy Valley roads.
Thank you.
Good deal.
Is there any other business to discuss?
This is like Motel 6. We'll keep the light on for you.
Beautiful. This meeting is now adjourned.